Hi, hello dear students. Welcome to this class. Yes, dear students. Up to this, we have studied about what? We are in the third chapter, current electricity. So up to this, we discuss about some one part of this lesson. So okay, in the last class, we all discussed the things about what? A current density, a drift velocity meaning, and the mobility of electrons or mobility of current carriers, and also some expression. What are those? Some relation between relation between mobility of electrons and a relation between a current and a drift velocity. Okay, so and also we discuss about derive the expression for a current conductivity or conductivity. This much of a concepts that you discussed in a before class. Okay, so now we have to go through next concept. So before that, so some concepts are deleted in your this year. Okay, some concept. That concept is about resistors connected in series and parallels. That concept should be deleted. So now we will go through for the next concept, that is cells. What? Cells, EMF and internal resistance of a cell. Okay, so in this class we will discuss about a cell and EMF of a cell and internal resistance of a cell. Okay, so dear students, you already see in a day-to-day life that is a cell. Means what? In a remote control, in a TV remote, there is a small cell. Okay, and also in a wall clock there is a cell, and so many in electronic devices there is a must and should be using a cell. So cell means what it indicates, what is the picture of, what is the pictorial symbol of a cell, and what is the EMF of a cell, and also we discuss about the internal resistance of a cell. Okay, so now we have to go through today class. Then we have to study about a cell meaning. What is meant about a cell? EMF of a cell. Next is EMF of a cell. And next, what is the actual meaning of a EMF? Means the stand for a electromotive force. The next is the internal resistance of a cell. Okay, so now we will discuss the first concept, there is cell. So now, dear students, already you see in the daily life that is a cell. This is we consider a cell. Okay. So now, you notice cell ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So for example, 2 volt cell, 5 volt cell. Okay, in a remote control. Best example, in a TV remote there is a one cell. So what it helps? ಅದು ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಈಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು a cell, the definition, come to the definition point. A cell is a device. It is a device which provides, a cell provides, ಅದು ಏನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ? A cell is a device which provides necessary potential difference. PD is the potential difference. It provides some necessary potential difference to an electric circuit. To maintain a continuous flow of electric current in it. It's a device. It is a device. It is which provides a necessary potential difference. In this cell, it provides a necessary potential difference. Means a voltage. To what? To the electric circuit. To maintain a continuous flow of current in it. Cell ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್. ಇದು ಏನು ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು, ಆ ರಿಮೋಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಡಿವೈಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ವಾಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್. ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೊ ರಿಮೋಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸೆಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ರಿಮೋಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪುಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೆಲ್ ನೀವು ಹೊರಗೆ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಓಪನ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೆಲ್ ನೀವು ರಿಮೋಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ electric circuit, potential difference to a electric circuit to maintain what continuous flow of current in it. So that cell provides the potential difference to the electric circuit to maintain a continuous flow of current in it. So ಇದರಿಂದ continuous flow ಆಗುತ್ತೆ current ಆ ಒಂದು circuit ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So this is the work of a cell and a use of a cell. Okay. So now a cell consists of two rods or two plates. This is a one cell. Okay. This cell consists of two rods or two plates. That two rods or plates in a cell we call it as electrodes. What? Electrodes. Okay. A cell consists of two rods or plates. That rods or plates we call it as electrodes. ಆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡು ರಾಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ these electrodes dipped in a cell. Sorry, these electrodes dipped in a chemical solution in a cell. That is known as electrolytes. Okay. What? Electrolytes means what? Electrolyte means what? These electrodes are dipped means immersed. So our electrodes ನಾವು ಆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಡಿಪ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So this much of terms that should you learn. Okay. So concept clear? Cell meaning and electrodes and electrolyte. So next, what is the pictorial symbol of a cell? That we study. Okay. So pictorial symbol. This is the pictorial symbol of a cell. Okay. This is a positive terminal. This is a negative terminal of a cell. Okay. This long terminal is denoted as a positive end, and the small end is denoted as a negative end. This is positive terminal. This is a negative terminal. This is how to the picture of a cell. Okay, clear? So next is the EMF of a cell. So now is the EMF of a cell. Up to this we discuss only the cell concept. Okay. So I hope that cell concept you must understood. Okay. So now next we will move to EMF of a cell. Here EMF stands for means EMF full form is electromotive force. Okay. Electromotive force. So now what is the EMF of a cell? Means meaning. So now here the meaning EMF of a cell. EMF of cell is defined as the potential difference between its terminals. Potential difference between its terminals. Terminals means what? Positive end and negative ends. Potential difference between its terminals when no current drawn from its cell. When no current drawn from the cell is called as an electromotive force of a cell or EMF of a cell. So this is the meaning. So this is meaning about this is a cell. In this cell there is some potential difference are there. Okay, that potential difference is between two terminals, positive and negative terminal. But when no current drawn from this cell, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ EMF ಅದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ EMF ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್ ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅವೆರಡಲ್ಲೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಂಡ್ ತನಕ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಆಗದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ electromotive force of a cell. When no current drawn from the cell, when no current ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಂದ ಡ್ರಾ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆ ಒಂದು ಟೂ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ EMF ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ EMF ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದ potential difference between two terminals. Potential difference between its terminals when no current drawn from its cell. When no current drawn from the cell. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಂದ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರಬಾರ್ದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಅದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಆ ಸೆಲ್ EMF ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ a positive charge. This is positive charge. We consider this positive charge driven means motion driven to the electrode. That electrode makes the positive and positive charge. Okay, means that electrode gets the positive and a negative charge driven to the another electrode that makes the negative. So this is the small concept. Okay, students, so now we discuss about EMF of a cell. Here, so next is what is the actual meaning of EMF? This is a EMF of a cell, but this is just EMF. Okay, so EMF means the stand for electromotive force. Okay, now we'll have to know the meaning of a EMF. Okay, so here. Okay, the work done by a cell to bring a unit positive charge from positive terminal to means one terminal to another terminal of the cell is known as a EMF. Okay, so just EMF appa antandre ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಒಂದು ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಗೆ ಒಂದ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಂಡಿಗೆ ಅದು ಮೂವ್ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಒಂದು ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುವಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಜಸ್ಟ್ EMF. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ EMF ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. EMF ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಓಕೆ, so this is the electromotive force, the work done by a cell to bring a unit positive charge from one terminal to another terminal of a cell is called as a EMF, electromotive force. Okay, so now there is an important term, that is SI unit of EMF. They will ask, one mark, what is the SI unit of electromotive force of a cell or EMF of a cell? That is joule per coulomb. That is joule per coulomb or volt. Just simply we got volt. Joule per coulomb means what? Work done per charge. Joule per coulomb or simply volt. Potential difference. Okay, both are we use both anyone. Okay, joule per coulomb are also volt. Okay, you will write any one of these two. Okay, so next is what? Up to this we discuss the EMF of a cell and EMF. Next is the internal resistance of a cell. Yes, okay. So next is the what? Internal resistance of a cell. Okay, up to this we discuss about a cell, EMF of a cell and a EMF meaning. So next is the internal resistance of a cell. So do you know already resistance meaning? Resistance meaning what? The opposition offered by the what? Opposition offered by the electron in the conductor. Okay, so or obstruction offered by the current in the conductor. Okay, so So means this is already you know. But this is the internal resistance of a cell. Internal means what? ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Okay, so now internal resistance of a cell is defined as the opposition offered by the electrolyte and electrodes. Opposition offered by the electrolyte and electrode. But before what? Opposition offered by the current in the conductor. Okay. So, but here opposition offered by the electrolyte and electrodes. In the cell there is the electrode and electrolytes are there. Okay. So, opposition offered by the electrolyte and electrodes of a cell to the what? Flow of current through it. To the what? Flow of current through it. So, ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ? ಅಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗೋ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ನ ಅಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಅಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ internal resistance of a cell. Next, and it is denoted by, the resistance is denoted by the symbol of R. This is we have to denote it. Internal resistance of a cell is denoted by small r. Okay, so next is you know already the SI unit of resistance in the before class. Okay, that is a ohm. Similarly, the same as internal resistance of the cell, inside it is a ohm. Note down this. Here, ohm is the unit of this internal resistance of a cell, and R is the what? Denoted. Means a symbol of a internal resistance of a cell. Okay, dear students. Up to this, we are discussed about a what? Cell, EMF of a cell, and a electromotive force definition, and next is the internal resistance of a cell. These total terms, these definitions are most important to the next level. Means in the next class is the most derivation part. In the final exam, they will ask for 4 or 5 marks. That is the cells in a series and the cells in a connected in a parallel. There is in both they will ask for any one in a 5 marks. Okay, please read well. Okay, in the next we discuss about the next concept. Okay, thank you.